Welcome to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm John. We're a couple of overweight barbecue enthusiasts trying to share our love for sweet and smoky food with the world.
Thanks for hanging out with us as we talk about life, share recipes, successes, and failures that have all led to our love of cooking outdoors.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, howdy, hey.
We didn't talk about who was going to do that this time.
We didn't, but you nailed it, man.
Hey, there are a couple of things that I am really good at. And hey, howdy, hey is definitely one of them.
But also setting up a kick tushy studio.
Right?
If you're not watching on YouTube, check us out on YouTube because we have a table now. We have a background. We have cameras and microphones. We got our Maverick drinks. We're living the freaking dream right now, man.
We are. We are prepping for our YouTube live debut next week, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be so hot.
I know. We, in true Mike and John fashion, we're going to do this live on the air.
Why wouldn't we?
When are we doing this, Mike?
We should probably let people know, huh?
We need to let them know, yeah.
I mean, normally we record on Tuesday nights, but it just kind of depends.
Yeah, Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
Yeah. Should we just say Tuesday at
8:30.
Yeah, Tuesday at 8:30.
Tuesday at 8:30 Mountain Daylight
Standard time?
8:30 Mountain Time.
MST.
We really just need to get rid of daylight savings.
Yeah, dude, I agree. I feel like there's a bill every year to get rid of it, and then nobody ever.
Yeah.
It never does.
No one's going to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, Tuesday, 8:30 next week. That will be the 23rd.
January 23rd, 8:30 p.m. You heard it here first, folks.
We're going live.
We're going freaking live.
And I'm actually kind of excited about it.
I don't really know what to expect. I hope people are like watching and can like send us comments. Otherwise, I guess it'll just be like normal. But
well, it's normal right now because not even our wives are watching us.
Yeah, that seems right. We sent them the link so that we could try this out, and we're hearing nothing. Of course, they are in charge of
bedtime,
tiny humans and dogs and
I didn't
such.
even notice you were wearing that hideous hat.
Dude, go Pack, go. That's what I'm freaking talking about.
I'm like so conflicted because I want Jordan Love to do well. Like,
Oh, yeah.
He was an Aggie, alma mater. I want him to succeed. But, man, it was an up and down weekend of football.
It was crazy, man. There were upsets all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Dallas.
Dude, me neither, but I'm happy it did. Because that was a great game. That was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was great for the Packers. It was just like, well, how's he open? Like,
Yeah.
What
Wide
just happened?
open.
Oh, there's a 12-yard play. Nope, that one's 18.
Dude.
Oh, that one was only 6.
If you don't watch football, the Cowboys were heavily favored. Like, people were planning on them going to the Super Bowl, I think. And the Packers, who are the youngest team in NFL history to ever make the playoffs, they got rid of their, like, all-star quarterback, which, good riddance, I say, and started Jordan Love, and nobody expected him to do much, and they shellacked the Dallas Cowboys. Some have even said mollywopped them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Them be fighting words.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. I did not expect it. I'm a Packers fan. I lived in Green Bay for a year. I love watching them. I did not expect them to do well in this game, and they smoked them. So it was really exciting. And my boy's a Lions fan, so he was pretty excited as well.
Yeah, Lions. It's like the first playoff win in 50 years.
Yeah, 32 years, first playoff win. So a lot of history. If you're not an NFL fan, that's fine. You don't have to be. But if you were to choose to be an NFL fan, this would be a good year for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a lot of fun things happening. The Eagles lost.
Yeah.
which was
They just
disappointing.
collapsed like the last half of the season. Just
I'm a huge Jason Kelce fan.
Yeah, love
before
him.
the like Taylor Swift, any of that started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of the big man up front.
Yeah, for sure.
And I listened to their podcast today, the Kelce brothers.
It's delightful.
It is, and
like
he
it.
it's been all over the news that he's like retiring, he's out.
Yeah,
According to that, like he's not out.
yeah. He's like,
necessarily.
I'll decide when I decide. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you can't make a decision like that after that emotional of a loss, which I kind of respect.
Dude, he seems like a super down to earth, like awesome guy. Have you watched their documentary on Prime?
I haven't.
It's really good. It's
But
just about him and his family.
I do think we need to. So they do like a fan shout out.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to like blow their Instagram, their comments, everything. I think we need to mention them like crazy.
All right. All right now.
Because while Travis is obviously not a fat guy hooking up with T Swift,
Yeah.
Jason is very much one of our people.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. He would kill both of us in any sort of physical skirmish. However,
Hey, and not
he seems like a dude that you could just hang out with and have
not,
a great time.
And not to put Travis down, I think Travis is actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah,
too.
for sure.
But I love the story that he tells about when he, how like in life he's always being compared to Jason.
Yeah.
Like they're getting pumped up for a big game, and like they bring in some motivational speaker. It's like a former coach. And he goes, "And where's Kelce? Where's Kelce?"
He's like,
Right here, coach, right here. And your brother, your brother
was
is the
awesome.
greatest player.
Oh,
Thanks, coach.
shoot.
Thanks.
I'm a big fan. I just discovered their podcast recently, and
it's
I love
hilarious.
it. They're so fun to listen
It's
to.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're my podcast like idols.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Heck yeah.
But I think it'd be great to get them to shout us out, and if not, like it would be awesome to get them to like come on the show one day.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine, dude? Oh, podcast goals right there.
Hey, not to mix sports, but hey, if you ain't swinging for the fences, man, what are you
Yeah.
even doing?
Heck yeah, man. Why not?
So,
For sure.
man, we went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we, I guess if we're going to talk about football, we've talked about 3 of the 4 games. Let's hit the 4th one. The Chiefs get to roll on.
Yeah. Chiefs.
My boy Andy.
Yeah. I love Andy Reid. I like Patrick Mahomes. They have not had a great regular season. They have the most drops in the whole NFL, but Patrick Mahomes is no joke.
Yeah,
So.
he's not. And here, you want to talk about small world? Andy Reid was an assistant coach at UTEP and attended the same ward that we did.
Are you serious? I
Very
didn't know
much
that.
so.
That's way cool.
Yeah. So he, walked me up and down the hall when I was like a little toddler, bouncing
Really?
on his knee and church. Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
wow. That's awesome.
So I have been following Coach Reid for a long time.
Oh, big
I'm a
fan,
big
man.
Fan of.
Big fan.
Yeah, and I love his comment. Lots of football news. I promise this isn't a sports podcast. We're gonna get to the barbecue here in a minute, but we are talking a lot of sports today.
Yeah, for sure.
Lots of coaching changes.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Carroll's out. Bill Belichick's out. Nick Saban's out.
Yeah, dude. What's happening?
Yeah, there's like 8 coaches in the NFL. It's like 25% of the league is making a change in their head coaching.
Yeah, and decent coaches, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just moving on. Like, Belichick and Vrabel's pretty good, and so.
Yeah, but someone was like, so, Coach Reid, you can hang it up? You can retire? And did you hear
No,
what
I
his
haven't seen
response
this.
was?
I haven't seen this.
I might be old, but I'm not that old.
I
Long
like him.
live the stash.
He's a good dude.
Oh, hey. We have one viewer.
Heyo!
Heyo.
Welcome to the live stream pod. Who is it? Can you tell?
The Mose Bros.
Oh. The Mose Bros.
Trying to compete with New Heights.
All right.
Whitney.
Listen, sweetheart. I love you, but don't take this from me. All right? A man can dream.
Hey, Whitney, do you want us to be friends with the Kelce brothers or not? Wouldn't you like to be able to ogle them up close?
There you go.
And, it's interesting since we're going down the rabbit hole of competing with New Heights.
Sure.
Do you know who the favorite guest is on New Heights?
No.
Kylie Kelce.
Dude. It's almost as if people want to hear from the wives.
Who is the most viewed guest of all time on our podcast?
I don't know who.
The wives.
The wives.
The wives.
Obviously.
So,
well,
with that, I'm going to put a little bookmark here. So, let's see, what is this called? This is a stream marker. We're just going to hit that right there.
good.
This is where the barbecue content actually comes in.
Oh, there we go.
We've got a shout out.
We do have a shout out.
Mostly because it is the most genius thing I've ever seen.
I freaking love it.
Okay, so everybody is familiar with a Santa Maria grill.
Mm-hmm.
No, John, not everybody's familiar with that. So a Santa Maria grill, it is a cooking grate that you can raise and lower the cooking surface over the fire, which is great. It's a unique way to control the heat that your food's
you kind of adjust the temperature by moving the whole grill up and down,
up and
closer
down.
to the fire, further away. Yeah.
So who's our shout out, Mike? You've got to pull
Our
up
shout
right
out,
there.
I do have it pulled up. So his handle is BS Dining Experience SC. And
That's a mouthful.
yeah, there's a lot going on there. Bernard Hardison. And he starts off with a bunch of like catering posts, but his last post was of a deep fried Santa Maria grill. So you it's like a big trough filled with oil, and you kind of turn a little wheel, and the whole basket, like the whole length of the trough, just drops
Yeah, it
into
looked
the
like
oil.
it was like a 55-gallon drum or something.
It
wasn't
does,
it?
yeah, it does look like that. It looks like it's square, but that's the size-ish
Yeah.
that it looks like, yeah.
Which,
Kind of a 55-gallon drum on its side.
if you like deep fried food, which if you're watching this podcast, I feel like you like deep fried food.
Indeed.
The worst part about it is you have to do everything in small batches at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you've got a big Dutch oven, like you can only do so much to keep the oil hot.
Right. And then you got to deal with food that's cooling down, food that still needs to be cooked.
This is a 50. You could do like 2 whole bags of chicken wings at the same time.
Yeah.
Game changing.
I love it.
I'm pretty excited. I think we need one of these.
I agree.
And that's what he did in there, wasn't it? Was it shrimp or
Chicken
was it
wings.
Chicken wings.
Chicken
right?
wings. But, I mean, this guy, his accent sounds like he's from the Bayou in Louisiana. But he does, I watched a raccoon gumbo that he made, which sounds so gross but looked so good. So, anyway.
Yeah. I've not had raccoon.
I've not had raccoon either. I've had squirrel.
I've had squirrel. I've had rabbit. I had cuy, a.k.a. guinea pig, in Peru.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing there.
Yeah.
Have you had frog legs?
I have had frog
I've had frog legs. They're not bad.
All of those things are delicious. So while the raccoon, there's a whole like rabies thing.
Yeah. Trash panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I think it could be delicious.
I could get on board, I think. I think you'd have to hide the taste a little bit and trick myself so that,
Yeah. Whitney, can we get a thumbs up?
Raccoon, babe.
Are you going to eat the raccoon gumbo with us?
Do it.
Crickets.
Rude. She's probably watching Heartland. She's pretty into it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The husband died last night. She was sobbing. I was like, are you serious? This is just... But she was pretty into it, so...
Well, not to pull us back to sports,
Mm-hmm.
but to pull us back to sports.
Yeah,
There's a pretty big game coming up.
indeed. Not only is it super exciting playoffs, but Super Bowl season is upon us. And in my family, at least, Super Bowl season means delicious food and parties.
That's pretty much the reason the Super Bowl exists, I think, for non-sports fans.
I'll be honest. I enjoy football. I live for Super Bowl parties with my family. We go all out. It's really fun. Everybody does something a little different.
So February 11th, big game. What are you cooking this year, Mike?
Dude, I posted a reel.
Yeah, because now's like prep time.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be making a plan.
You need to be practicing stuff. It's kind of like your Thanksgiving thing. Like you start prepping for Thanksgiving in like July, don't you? And start planning a menu
Maybe
and
not
practicing
July,
stuff.
but definitely September. I'm thinking about it. Especially if I'm going to do a big like blowout meal. Mm-hmm. I've got to start early.
So we've talked about the Vortex on here, which is just like basically a funnel with the top cut off, and you throw briquettes in it, I put it on my Weber, and it isolates the heat. So I've cooked chicken wings on it before, and it was fine. And I've also talked about how I don't really love chicken wings because it's a lot of work for not a ton of meat, but the flavors are delicious. So I posted a reel in the middle of a snowstorm because I don't plan very well.
We have had so much snow in the last few days.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to think on the way here. 2 feet, would you say, in the last week?
At least 18 inches.
Man, it's a lot.
Well, we were supposed to get like an inch to 3 inches and woke up to another 6,
I felt
7 inches.
Terrible because I did not leave myself enough time to shovel because I didn't think it was going to be that much. So I just bounced in my Civic. The Civic does not travel as well in the snow as the truck. So.
Yeah, how did that go coming out of the driveway?
It was pretty rough, man. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, middle of the snowstorm. I was not trying to be tough or like prove anything to anybody. I just don't plan very well. So, local grocery store had some wings on sale. I thought, I'll give it a try. And I tossed them in cornstarch. And I used some... Shoot, now I wish I would have written it down because I can't remember what it was. Whitney got me this new chicken rub that was like... I want to say it's called Dirty Bird, and I can't remember who it's from, but I will...
Ooh, I've heard of
I'll
Dirty
figure
Bird.
it out and put it in the comments. But anyway, just kind of tossed it in a bag and coated it up in cornstarch and then cooked it with that Vortex, just all vents fully open on the Weber, and it almost works like a convection oven, just kind of an air fryer almost, just kind of fried it up. Dude, it was crispy, and then I tossed it in some Asian Zing sauce from B-Dubs that I just found at the store. I'm a pretty big fan of the Asian flavors, so I just tossed them in there. Man, they were the best wings that I for sure have ever made, but I would dare say they are encroaching upon some of the better wings I've had. So, and I mean, I've talked about how like the whole Vortex cooking. One of the best parts about deep frying is the taste of the oil and stuff. But these were still delicious, and you got a little smoky flavor from the charcoal.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of smoked wings.
Yeah.
Either low and slow or hot and fast.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to finish them hot and fast.
Right.
I feel like you can smoke them, and then you can get them in the fryer just to crisp them up. Because you got to have crispy skin.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed. Yeah. But yeah, they were delicious.
Just so you know, Whitney's over here talking trash.
Whitney, rude.
She says, don't let Mike kid you. We're doing a mac and cheese bar.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going to put some delicious things in the mac and cheese. I'm making some more wings.
I feel like wings in the mac and cheese.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. A mac and cheese wing?
Yeah, I'm down.
Deep fried mac and cheese balls are delicious, actually.
What could go wrong here, man? Anyway, what are you cooking?
You know, I was recently called on the carpet.
Oh. Crap's getting real.
It was, and I wasn't prepared for it. I went to pay my respects to a new couple that got married and went through the line and was accosted because I had not provided brisket for the bride to try.
Oh, dear. Were you supposed to just keep it in your pocket for the wedding?
Everybody else in the family has had your brisket, John. It's a major topic of conversation, and she can't participate.
Well,
So
you got to earn it, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm cooking a brisket.
Right on.
So, and I'm going to walk some down the street so I don't get harangued. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do brisket, and like it has been a hot minute since I've cooked anything out on the smoker. I've cooked a bunch of stuff lately, but it's all been inside because I've been a little bit of a sissy not wanting to go out while it's blowing snow sideways and clean my grill.
It's been unreal. Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'm going to do some brisket, but then I want to take it to the next level.
Ooh.
Like, I don't just want to, like, we'll have brisket sandwiches. Great. That's awesome. But we've done brisket sandwiches 100 times, right?
What do you put on a brisket sandwich?
I'm real basic.
Yeah.
I like ciabatta bread or
Okay.
a ciabatta bun.
All right.
Or like a sourdough, just something with some structure
Some
to
a little
it.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe cheese if I'm going to melt it on top.
Interesting.
Otherwise, it's meat and sauce.
Yeah.
I don't do anything else.
I'm on board.
Pork, I'll put coleslaw with it. But brisket, I just want meat and sauce.
Have you ever tried like horseradish type sauce on brisket?
I haven't. But
I've had it on prime rib, so I wonder if it would be good. But I'd realize those are two different cuts of meat. But
they're both beef.
Yeah.
I think the flavor profile would be the same. Man, speaking of snow, I went out and shoveled and put this beanie on and had intense hat hair and said, well, I guess I'm committed now to wearing the beanie on the podcast. And
I love it.
I'm really wishing I could take it off right now.
I'm
It's
sorry.
a little toasty.
I think it looks great.
I won't make anyone else suffer through that. So, but back to the brisket. Man, I'm like all over the place tonight.
Dude, we are. We are all over.
Yes, Whitney. Mac and cheese brisket. 100% I support that.
Ooh.
But I'm thinking like loaded tots with brisket.
Oh. Okay.
Brisket tacos.
Loaded tots with brisket. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Can we talk about tater tots for a minute?
Let's please, because
Like,
I've
let's
not
back
unlocked
into
this
it.
cheat code, but it sounds. I mean, I've made it with like or like a hash style type of thing, but
no.
tater tots, man.
We've got another viewer. Haley's
Oh, crap.
in the game.
It's happening. Crap's getting real, everybody.
Babe, I hope you're prepared. The comment section is spicy tonight.
It is hopping. So tater tots.
Tater tots. My
Loaded tater. You said just loaded tots, and then you just moved on. What the heck are loaded tots?
So, I've seen them a couple of places, but think about like loaded French fries, like
Yeah.
trading table style French fries covered in cheese and nachos, but with tater tots.
Nice.
So
Sounds bomb.
we, I won't blame Haley for this. I am quite possibly the cheapest person on earth. And while there are certain things, peanut butter, ketchup, and toothpaste that I will never buy generic,
Okay.
tater tots are not one of those three things.
Yeah. Get the cheapos.
We have always bought Great Value, like Kroger, Western
None of this.
Family.
None of this Orida crap.
We never have.
Yeah.
Well, the other day we were at Sam's Club or Costco, one or the other, and we needed tater tots, and we bought the Orida tater tots.
Okay.
Dude, they are game changing.
Really? Significantly better.
Game changing different.
You notice a difference.
They don't fall apart,
Sure.
which is an important part of a tater tot. But
I feel like that's kind of important. The structural integrity of said tot.
yeah, but they like had a seasoning or something on them that they were delicious.
Really?
And I can't remember. I think I cooked them in a pan instead of just like throwing them in the air fryer. But like Haley and I were both like going crazy. They were the best tater tots I'd ever eaten in my life. Never before had I identified with Napoleon Dynamite more of not sharing tots.
Did you scream at your children, give me some of your tots? Because that would be awesome.
I didn't scream it, but I did look at Charlie and say, "Hey, Charlie, Give me some of your tots.
I can totally see Robbie just putting them in his pocket, just safe for later, zipping them up.
It's that's definitely more of a Clay move.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a Clay move to like put food in his pocket and just be like, where did that come from? No, Robbie's not going to mess around. Like, he's going to eat it and then he's going to steal from other people.
I'm picturing like a potato bar type of deal, but with tots instead of a baked potato. Then you got all kinds of things you could throw on there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, here's Haley. Haley says tots were for breakfast casserole. You cooked them. Oh, that's right. I cooked them on the Blackstone.
Ah, really? So then, did you put oil down and put the tots on there, or did you just kind of cook them on there and fry them up?
Yeah, so I put some oil on there. They were partially thawed, and I think that was a big difference because I've done fries and tots and stuff before, and they just like disintegrated into nothing.
Oh, when they start frozen.
When they start frozen.
Interesting.
So yeah, they were out on the Blackstone. Like cooked them for a while, but also like put a pan over the top of them, just to like create that little steam tray effect.
Yeah.
And they were fantastic.
Interesting. Dude, this is really nice just having the ladies here to back us up and call us on our craft.
To like throw some ideas
I think it was this,
out
whatever. And they're like, you idiot. It was this.
We may go live every week now.
As long as you ladies are into it, that would be awesome.
So, and we'll, for anyone listening just on the podcast, we'll use this audio as the podcast.
Oh, okay.
So, it'll be good. But I'm super excited.
I love it.
I'm excied for this.
I'm glad that you have it all set up because I don't understand what's happening, but I am excited.
Hey.
I told John I bring my bright and shiny personality and my rugged good looks, and that's about all I'm bringing to the table here.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Because now it says M-E. Is that me?
I don't know.
Who's the M-E?
Oh, that might be my sister-in-law. I think my wife may have shared.
Oh, geez.
We're going viral, John.
Hey, this. Yeah, now we've got what's in your cup.
Oh.
I want some cool hat, bruh. I'm not sure what they want, but tonight we're drinking Dew Zero from the frickin' Maverick on 2nd North.
Brought to you by our friends at Maverick on 2nd North. Because frickin' Nibbly Maverick decided to close down for a week or month.
3 weeks.
It's really frustrating.
But I'm hoping that they'll update it to the new branding. Did you see that post?
No.
Yeah, Maverick's got new branding.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a mix of the Come and Go and Maverick branding. Because they bought the Come and Go brand.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. All right. Yeah. I'm on board.
Yep. So
Dew Zero, Emmy. Dew Zero. What else, John?
So
this is kind of fun having like some actual. It's not just me and you,
right?
Even though we are delightful.
We are delightful,
and I don't want to take that away from us, but
no. So you've got wings. I've got brisket, loaded tots. I think the loaded tots are going to happen. I've been thinking about like brisket nachos and tacos, and I just like Mexican food. But
yeah,
I now think it's definitely a loaded tot game going on here.
I'm into that. Like that sounds very interesting. Would you? So are we talking like cheese brisket tots, or are we talking just tots like, brisket sauce?
I think we've talked about my love of swachos.
Yeah.
At Bam Bam's.
Yeah.
The only redeeming part of Utah County, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey-o.
That's right. I said it,
folks.
I'm thinking like swacho style with tater tots.
Okay.
So, nacho cheese, beans, meat, barbecue sauce, some crema.
Oh.
Yeah.
De la creme. I don't know what that means.
Maybe some guacamole.
Majestic.
Like I think it's all there. You
Dude.
can put your mac and cheese on top of that.
I love me a good potato bar, and I am loving this
you're
idea of a tater tot bar.
We've got another one giving us crap about not being the Kelce brothers and not being as good as New Heights.
Wow.
What
are the initials?
ME.
I'm very upset about this.
These Baxter girls.
Dude, this is the support that I get. Can you believe that crap? So rude.
It's okay. Haley's upstairs just giggling, but
She's loving
now
it.
there's a fourth one. Who are they sharing this with?
Listen, ladies, this was a trial run. You were supposed to just have it yourselves.
Someone spiked in and dropped. This is a riot, guys. I can't wait for next week. I think the last thing to hit here. Anything else? Is there a sweet treat that you were looking forward to because I think that's one of the challenges with the Super Bowl. Like, you can eat a lot of real heavy food, and then by the time the fourth quarter rolls around, you're in agony.
Yeah. You need a little something. Little. I love your idea of the cinnamon sugar cream cheese.
Yeah.
That sounds real good just to have on hand.
With the apple pie filling over the top?
I don't know. I'm feeling just some cinnamon sugar with maybe graham crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Or, Nilla wafers.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yep.
But apple pie filling could be good too. Or any kind of like just sweet jam over it. That'd be good.
Yeah, the jam's good over the top of it. We do a jalapeno and peach.
Mm-hmm.
That is...
I've had that, and I've tried to recreate it, and it was delicious. Still not as good as y'all's, but it was pretty good.
I did that at girls' camp, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good.
So that's really good. The other thing, next week I've got the sticker board done upstairs with people who have sent us stickers.
Yeah.
Another opportunity. Shout it out. If you've got barbecue stickers or you want stickers, drop us a comment on the YouTube, and we will get some stickers in the mail to you. And if you send us one, we'll put it on our sticker board that'll be here in the backdrop.
Nice.
But one of the stickers is from Buc-ee's. It's a bumper sticker that says, "It's the beaver nuggets for me."
Oh.
And
I don't know what beaver nuggets are.
they are fantastic. They're amazing is what they are.
That sounds good.
Think of like stick with me here, okay?
All right, I'm excited. I'm going on a visual journey
because
with you.
I know there's something at the store that is like this, but I can't think of what it's called.
I've never been there. You could literally say anything.
No, I'm just talking about the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
In the chip aisle.
Gotcha.
But there is, think of a puff Cheeto.
Okay, I'm there.
Obviously no cheese, but that texture.
Sure.
And it is covered, like it's a buttery puff.
Okay.
And it is covered in a crunchy, wonderfully thin shell of caramel.
Oh. And it's called a beaver nugget?
It is called a beaver nugget.
That is not what I thought it would be. I was picturing like chicken nuggets, but in the shape of a beaver or something. I don't know. No. Huh.
Yeah, I think it's more like it's supposed to be more like beaver droppings.
Okay.
But
all right.
They are fantastic. I have a bag that I brought home. I actually brought home several bags. I still have one bag left.
Nice.
But our neighbor makes something similar, but it's more of like a sticky caramel.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if I get the caramel hotter, if it'll set hard.
Interesting.
And then it could be fantastic.
I feel like Whitney's grandma does something like this. I'll have to ask her about it.
Whitney, care to comment? Well, wait a second. It is delayed just a little bit.
Oh, it is? So there.
Yeah. So we'll check to see if she's got anything for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like sweet things. I'm not like against it or anything, but I get more excited about main dishes, savory stuff, and than I do about desserts. I mean, I'll eat them obviously. Not a lot of desserts are not going down this gullet, but
just some good cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something simple.
Speaking of cookies, you hear Costco's got chocolate chip cookies now. Yeah, food court.
Oh, really? Dude.
They've got chocolate chip cookies. I was a little disappointed. It was huge.
A big one, huh?
It was probably 20% bigger than a crumble cookie.
Have you been to Gristmill?
I have been to Gristmill.
Is it like Gristmill cookies?
Oh!
Hey-o!
Hey-ho! This is why...
Haley coming
We
in
do it
clutch with the beaver nuggies.
Here we go.
Yes, this does look like something I think that Whitney's grandma makes. Although I might have just made that up.
Apparently it's Caitlin that makes something similar.
Sorry, Caitlin. Yes.
She'll be highly offended. Corn puffs.
Yes.
It was supposed to be corn pops.
Oh, okay. May I?
Please
You're
do.
having my first experience with a beaver nugget live on air here, people. Oh, good heavens. Pretty dang good, man.
Tell me, like, we could sit here and eat this whole bag.
Yeah, we should do that for our next podcast. Just sit here and eat these in silence. That's pretty dang good, dude. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well,
Live is so much better.
it's actually pretty fun. All right.
So, we've got sweet. We've got big chicken wing aspirations.
Yeah.
We've got a brisket.
And
we've got D's tots.
D's. That's what we gotta call them. D's tots, man.
D's tots.
D's tots. I like that.
All right. Well, I don't know how else to end this other than right there. So,
Okay.
until next time, when we do it live, 8:30 Tuesday
the 23rd, 8:30 MST for all you people in Thailand or wherever the other people are. You'll have to Google what time that is there because I have no idea.
Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Mike.
And we're Fat Guys with Smokers. Thanks for listening to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't forget to tune in for even more nonsense from a couple of Fat Guys with Smokers.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.